Phantom Dust is a hybrid game. It's unlike anything you've ever played before. It's essentially a collectible card game that takes place in a real-time action format. Now, it's primarily a team game. You can play with a partner against another team of two. So it's a bit of a third-person shooter. It's got long-range attacks, mid-range attacks, it's got melee attacks, but you've also got all kinds of shields, all kinds of special abilities and things you can bring to the table because it's also a deck builder. There are a total of 5 schools. Each school has about 75 skills in it. The offense in Psycho has some of the best cost-to-damage ratios in the game. It's also got a lot of mobility, and a lot of the attacks explode. Optical is the long-range school. It's got high-powered lasers. You can really punish your opponent from a distance, so you got to be mindful of your positioning and cover, both when you're using Optical and when you're facing it. Nature brings the best utility of any school. It's stacked with all kinds of powerful defenses, and the attacks in Nature are a little trickier than most in terms of the path they take to get to their target. Key is the short-range school. This is kicks and punches. It's also got some mid-range projectiles. This school has some very nasty erase moves that can take away your opponent's skills. Finally, Faith. Faith is it's like the goth school. It's got bats and poison, invisibility, all kinds of purple and black-colored skills. A lot of Faith attacks involve trade-offs, such as sacrificing a big chunk of health in order to throw a bird at your opponent. Now, at the start of each game, everyone selects which deck or arsenal they're going to be using. You and your partner can coordinate your arsenals, and you should. Sometimes that means similar arsenals. Other times that means you're using complementary decks. Sometimes you just bring whatever you're comfortable with. You can also use up to 3 schools in your build. Now, the fewer schools you use, the faster your abilities recharge. The game's deck building allows for a lot of creativity, but it's also quite well balanced, and there's plenty of space for people who want to just pop in and throw fireballs. A game of Phantom Dust tends to run between 3 and 6 minutes. The game is capped at 10. To win, you just bring your opponent to 0 health. Everybody starts at 20. So there are a lot of different ways to achieve that goal. If your partner is killed, you can revive him by walking over his corpse, picking him up, and placing him back down again, although they always come back with less health after each death. That means that a significant aspect of the gameplay is trying to recover your partner's corpse, or conversely, defending the corpse of a downed opponent. So this is a collectible card game wrapped in an arena combat game, and it's carefully tuned for 2v2 play. Phantom Dust is a 15-year-old game. It was so ahead of its time, there's still nothing like it in 2018. And we hope you'll come and play with us.